Right guys, welcome back. Yep, we're off camping, usual spot. I want to test out, I've got a few bits of few new things I want to test out. First of all, I've got my Saddlebags, handmade by yours truly. I just finished them a few days ago and I want to give them a test run somewhere local before I start putting hundreds of miles of motorway miles onto them. Just make sure that they're nice and secure and they're safe to use. And the other well, I've got a stove which I'll show you later. I haven't tried it yet, and also but one of the main things I've got here is a brand new, never used before Insta360 X5 camera. Now before you all go, what the hell's he got an Insta for after he's lost two of them that vibrated off his bike? Well, these new ones, you've got the option of fitting new mounts to it, so they're like GoPro finger style mounts. So I'll show you a bit later, but it's got a magnetic mount with clips and the GoPro one, so hopefully I'll get more success than I had with the last two. Also, I've ordered a cage for it which has also got the GoPro fingers. However, it's not arrived yet, so when it arrives I'll compare the two of them and see which one I prefer. But one of the main reasons as well I got it is the lenses are replaceable, because if you remember the last one I lost, I caught it on camera when I was riding back with a Sportster from its 1200 upgrade. When it came off I actually found it again, but the lens was so knackered and scratched that it was beyond use. I did try to replace the lenses by opening it up and that, and just end up mullering the camera. So fingers crossed. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a magpie attacking a rabbit. Oh, you're the luckiest. Go on. Go on. Oh no, he's had it. Go on, go on. See if I can get. Oh, I don't think he's going to survive, is he? Go on, go on, go on, go, 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 go on, go, 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 go. Thanks. Oh, I hate seeing stuff like that. I know it's nature and that, but I think he might be all right. I don't think he's badly injured. I think he's just in a bit of shock. So hopefully, oh, I've never seen that. I've never seen a magpie go for a live rabbit before. I know it's only a tiny one, but still. Oh, I don't know. Fox will probably get him later on, fortunately. Yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, these Insta360 X5 lenses are actually replaceable. So if you do have a moment, you can buy new lenses. I think they're about 30 quid for a pair. Guys, just before I start unpacking and setting up, I don't really know what setup I'm going to do yet. These are the saddlebags I made out of leather to match my other sissy bar bag that you've seen before. So I made them more of a square shape rather than the other ones were cut off, if you like, the tapered or angled. There was nothing wrong with them. I just thought a bit rough and ready. I made them when I was just getting into leather work, and I wasn't as proficient as I've got now. It's just practice, no, nothing else. But the space in these is unbelievable. These aren't even full. So combined with these two saddlebags in that bag, and then also I've got the rack and the sissy bar, I get loads on here. There you go. I could still even get more in there. I've got fuel bottles from the stove. I'll show you that later if it works. It's a second-hand one. But I don't know if you can see, I've connected them. I've got a Velcro strap and also two buckles to hold them down, and the actual cross piece, the saddle if you like, is Velcro together, and it's also got a buckle and strap. So they're what you call them, they're adaptable or modular. You can use them on different bikes, so they'll fit on my Sportster as well, and probably on any bike it's got similar racks for bags. Right, so let's get unpacked. So with my sissy bar bag off there, you get a better idea of how I've fastened them. So I mean, the Velcro is probably good enough because they are attached separately to the rails. However, why take the chance? So this is a 360 camera, so you can see it's attached to the stick with a GoPro style fingers mount. But that's actually easy to separate from the camera. So it's still got the old useless, in my opinion, screw in thing. It doesn't go deep enough, that's the problem. So, and the threads are quite coarse. The coarse thread, it should be fine threads, but anyway. So it is magnetic, but that's only to line it up with the right place. And you push in the tabs there, release, and they fit into the thing. As I said, I've got a cage coming as well, but we'll see which one I prefer ultimately. Right, so the stove that I was telling you about that I want to try is this Coleman dual fuel 533. So this is like a Primus stove basically, and it'll run on I think it's called white gas, is it, which I don't know what it is, but it'll also run on petrol. And the reason I like these sort of stoves is because if you're out on a bike, you've always got petrol, or you're never that far from a petrol station, so you can always carry your little fuel bottle and it'll serve you as filling up your stove and also your bike. So this is used. The new ones I think are over 120 so pounds, so this one was about 40. I have no idea this is going to work. I haven't tried it yet. I'd literally just got petrol yesterday and I haven't given it a go, so this may be a catastrophic failure. We'll see. So first things first, I've got to fill it because it hasn't got any fuel, and this is going to be a nuisance because I didn't bring a funnel. See, that's disappointing because that should have a chain to stop you losing it, but we'll see. I'm going to get covered in petrol. With these Primus stoves, you don't actually want to overfill them because you need a little bit of an air pocket in them, because that's when you prime it, that pulls the air out and pushes pressure in, so that's what helps feed the stove, if that makes sense. Red fuel lever must be off, so that's the off position. It's indicated there, that's off. Open pump 1 turn.
pump 25 full strokes. I'm a bit dubious about whether that pump works or not. Oh dear, I don't think this is going to be successful. Hold match at burner. Move red fuel lever to light and high. As soon as burner lights open, pump 1 turn and pump for 30 seconds. It's not working. It's that pump. It's got no seal. That pump should have resistance, so when you're pushing it in, it's building up pressure. That seals, that diaphragm seals rigid. I think that's had it. I think you can buy a service kit for it. It's not holding any pressure. Ah well, never mind. No cup of tea then. Good job I've got another means of cooking then in it. I should have actually brought my other gas stove for brewing up. Never mind. In fact, I should be having a beer, but I can't because I've got to go for a stupid MOT. I'll tell you why in a bit. Hopefully I'll get this stove working. It's always a risk buying something second hand, but I've got that MSR Dragonfly stove, which is similar, but I find it really difficult to light and really fidgety, and the braided hose between the fuel bottle and the burner is got so much torque in it that it flips the whole thing on its side when you know, and then when you're camping you only got to take a little table, so it's not big, it's too big for the table. You're trying to balance it and you put it on the ground, it sits far to the grass, and I just find it a bit of a pain. When it goes, it does go, and it does light. You can't burn any fuel on it as well, but we'll see. We're not sunk yet. Five to 2, so my MOT's at 3:20, so I want to be leaving here no later than about 2:30, I would imagine, 2:30. That's probably about 15 mile or so on the back roads, but it's going to be school picking up time as well, isn't it?
Right, so you're probably thinking, what is he doing going out when it started pouring rain? Right, okay, so I'm going for an MOT, and it's not through choice. So what happened, I had this planned in yesterday, and I thought I'd be clever and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because the road that I normally cycle on to work, the back road, it was closed overnight for resurfacing. So it would have meant that I had to take a massive detour. So I decided I'll take my bike in. Got my Sportster MOT'd last week. The Dyna is due the first week of June anyway, so it's a couple of weeks away. So while I was there, I said, can I get my Dyna booked in? I thought I'll do it before work. Starting work at 2 o'clock. Turned up 1:45 yesterday for my MOT appointment, and they had to reschedule it because VOSA, the regulator, had unexpectedly turned up to do like a, I don't know, some sort of spot check. Basically what's happened is the guy that normally does the MOT in on the bikes, he's a great lad actually, he's really nice, really down to earth. A guy had come in with a Blackbird. Unbeknown to the guy that was doing the MOT, he's actually a mystery shopper. So there was something wrong with his bike. Well, there was more than one thing wrong. One of the faults got picked up, and then another fault got supposedly missed. How obscure it is, I don't know. I'll not know. It's not my business. But because of that, VOSA then got involved, and they want to come back and see him re-MOT this bike. VOSA just tip up and decide, oh right, everybody else's appointments, screw them. So of course I had to reschedule mine for today, knowing that it's going to rain this afternoon after having it dried for the last few weeks. So there we go. I mean, I don't say I don't get annoyed, like you do get mildly pissed off, because you organise your life, sort things out, work around your busy 60-hour week schedule, and then these numpties think they can just turn up and upset everyone's plans. The most disappointing thing of the whole thing is, I mean, I've worked in places like where there's been mystery shoppers, like retail and things like that. I never thought I'd see the day when a fellow biker was trying to act as a mystery shopper to stitch up one of his own. You know, if you're watching this, which you probably won't because you're not one of us, well, you should be ashamed of yourself. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And the thing is as well, because it hasn't rained in so long, the roads are really greasy. And if I do come unstuck and end up in the boneyard, it'll be VOSA's fault. And I want this recorded that if that happens, I want to be like Captain Blackadder, and I want to put in my headstone, here lies the biker off the beaten track, and he's bloody annoyed. Well, the good news is she's passed all legal again for another year. A right good chat there with the guy that was testing it. He was telling me about well, his thoughts on what went on yesterday, and yeah, let's just say it's not publishable. But yeah. I think the theme of that, hang on, you better hear me with the visor shut. I think the problem was you obviously got to be inspected and tested and checked and everything like that, but it's more destructive rather than constructive sort of process, which doesn't help anyone. But there we go. Anyway, let's get itself back. I put a lot of trust here in human decency leaving my kit, but hopefully it's fine.
Well, I think I've deserved this. Guess what time it is? Oh yeah, best part of the camp. What pavlova. In all fairness, it wasn't that bad. That rain that we had, that like heavy shower, that's not been a bad thing actually, because it's sort of cleared the air. It was quite humid before. Now it's nice and well, not nicer, it's fresher, which is nicer. So for dinner tonight was going to be, I brought my little charcoal barbecue thing, and I've got some chicken thighs which I'm going to grill. I was going to do some chips with them, but because I can't get that stove to work, I think it's going to be jacket potatoes. I've got some coleslaw as well. So there's always a plan B. Now, as I said, I ain't going to give up on that stove. I've ordered a little service kit for it, so I'm sure we'll be able to get it going. Anything can be fixed if you put enough effort into it. For those of you, I'm talking about MOTs, for those of you who are not in the UK, so if you're in the States or another country, I don't know what it's like for you guys, but in the UK, we have to, if your car or your bike is over 3 years old, you have to do an annual test to make sure it's roadworthy. So they check the brakes, steering, the lights, you know, any major faults, things like that, suspension, stuff that could be a danger, and it's governed by the Ministry of Transport, hence the MOT test. So I hope you've been enjoying the Terry Rides USA 2025 series that we've been doing together. Where is he at the minute? I think he's in Virginia still. What Terry's been doing is, with the 2 cameras I've lent him, he's videoing his bits and pieces and uploading them to the GoPro cloud, emailing me the link, the share thing, and I can go on my cloud and download it to my computer and then start editing. That's how we're doing it. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot of work. I have enjoyed it actually. I just wish it wasn't working so much in my normal job. Then I'd be able to enjoy it a lot more. But yeah, it is. It has been quite good. I've enjoyed seeing where he is, and I've enjoyed working with. It's quite weird, you know, because when I video, I sort of know the things I want to catch on video, and that. But when someone else is doing the video, and you've got to almost work with what they give you, which it can be challenging sometimes. So you end up doing a lot of sort of voiceovering. Yeah, you do get, it forces you to be creative. Next month I've got 3 back-to-back rallies on 3 consecutive weekends, so busy then. Divorce still ongoing. It should be close to being completed now. We've done all the financial settlement, and now I've started the conveyancing for the house. I'm hoping in a couple of months, but then I hoped that a couple of months ago, so yeah, there's no point getting wound up about it. It's just run its course. And then next week, as I said, I've got 4 12-hour day shifts, then a 12-hour night, and followed by an 8-hour night. So the thing is, working the extra hours and being very busy at home with the editing for Terry, and then also doing my own stuff and doing all this paperwork and stuff for divorces and conveyancing and that, it could be quite stressful. But I've been, you know, in stressful things before, and what I've learned is the best way of coping when you're busy or things are getting on top of you is to plan and manage your time, and that's like making a list. So I don't mean you necessarily need to write it down, which you can do if it helps, but for example, last week I knew I wanted to get out and do this camp, because if I was sat at home now, my first day off after doing the set of shifts, if I was sat at home I wouldn't be able to relax. I would have to be doing something because there's plenty to be getting on with. So this is why I like coming out camping, because you literally, it's guilt-free relaxation, and you do need it sometimes. You do need, this is the relaxation part, and the breaks are just as important, I think, as the actual effort that you put into things. So yeah, never feel guilty about taking a break from things. But what I was saying about making a list. So last week those saddlebags, I wanted to get them done and get them tested before I use them for a rally, because the first rally I'm going to is a 100-mile ride, and it's going to be round the M25 motorway and that. So yeah, I thought I didn't want them to go wrong then, so I wanted to give them a bit of a road test first. So last week Terry was sending me videos at the saddlebags, which had probably about 5-6 hours of work left on them, and then I had my own work as well coming up. So I mentally thought, what I need to prioritise here, I thought, I haven't got enough footage to do a 20-minute video for Terry, so I spoke to him. We've been texting each other, staying in contact, and I said, what I'll do is, we won't do one this week because it's only 10 minutes worth, and it'll be naff. Let's just see what you get next week, and then we'll do a 20-minute. So I put that went down the list a bit. Saddlebags came up the list, and I got them done. Bits and pieces were coming through from solicitors about conveyancing, so I did that. I made a point of, as soon as that came through and I was able to do it, I got that done and dusted and out of the way, so that wasn't hanging over me. And you do feel a little sense of achievement when you sort of clear a few things off your mental list. Yeah, I'm just rattling on here, but if that helps someone else who's feeling that the world's on top of them at the minute, then yeah, good.
No retirement plan, don't know if I'll make it till then, 'cause I made a mess and I don't have shit to my name. Don't wanna give up, don't know if I do what I love, to make this world better than when it came. Oh, heaven on earth, we could have heaven on earth if we wanted to. The oceans rise and fall, no person that's too small to make the biggest wave. Oh, heaven, oh, heaven on heaven on heaven on, oh, heaven, oh, heaven on heaven on heaven on, oh, heaven on earth, oh, heaven on earth, we could have heaven on earth if we wanted, oh, heaven on earth if we wanted, we could have heaven on earth if we wanted to.
Right, you've seen this little charcoal grill before, this UGO or Ugo or whatever it is. I never really worked it out. So my potatoes, which were intended to be chips, are going to be jacket potatoes or baked potatoes, whatever you want to call them. Oh. Right, so next one, we got a Proper Job IPA. I just bought this from Tesco's earlier, 5.5. Have I had this before? Go with it. Yeah, very hoppy. Very, very nice. So I think this dinner is going to be more of a English woodsman dinner rather than a Kent survival dinner. Nah, they're both great channels actually. If you go over English woodsman, I love Dan's channel. I think he's hilarious. The stuff he gets up to is no filter on what he does. And then Andy over at Kent Survival, he's brilliant as well. The stuff he cooks, man, he should be a Michelin-starred chef. Yeah. Nah, the problem was I didn't foresee that stove not working. I didn't have any petrol at home, so I didn't get to test it first. And then the tin foil I brought to do the jacket potatoes in isn't enough, so I'm going to end up with very charred potatoes. But yeah, I've got plenty of chicken thighs, a couple of mushrooms actually I forgot, big mushrooms. Right, moment of truth. Ooh, hot. Oh, that's delicious. There's something just nice about plain old chicken cooked on the charcoal. Throw the bones into the trees. Mr. Fox can have them, save him going after any more little fibres. It's just the skin that's got charred. Also, that's why my story, I'm sticking to it. I don't know, I feel pretty knackered. I know it's only 8:30 now, but yeah, I've been working late hours. Well, not that late, but I ain't been sleeping that much. I've been getting 4 or 5 hours max sleep a night, which is, I think, caught up with me now that I've sat down and tried to unwind. So yeah, we'll see. If I end up falling asleep, going to bed early, it is what it is, you know. But I'm just enjoying the solitude, as I always do. Just sitting here relaxing. Yeah, it's just nice listening to the birds going chirping their hearts out in the trees. I think everybody needs to do this once in a while. Just regain the lost art of just sitting. Oh, tell you what, the temperature has definitely dropped, and this last few hours is absolutely Baltic. I wish I brought my warm kit. I'm knackered. I am going to get into bed. It's 9:45 now. It's not late, but I'm so tired. So without further ado, unless anything strange or startling happens through the night, I'll see you in the morning. Night, folks.
morning guys. It's just gone 6 in the morning, and I've been awake since about 3. There's nothing wrong with the setup, I just don't really sleep. So rather than sit around monging it, I thought I'll get packed up and head home. I want to drop the oil while it's still warm, and then do a full 3-hole oil change. Got new spark plugs as well. Doesn't really need it, it's just my OCD. I want to get it tickety-boo before the rallies. Yeah, just nice simple camp, which are always the best way. So I don't know when I'll be back camping. It might well be you don't see me again till the next rally. I don't know. Next week's written off really with work. So anyway, until the next time guys, as always, ride often, ride safe.